antioxidants, which, you know, I give to my ICU patients because we have good data that shows that high-dose antioxidants really improve outcome in the sickest of patients, which is normally not what happens with different therapies we employ. So I really like the Life as the general starting point for everybody. The Sport I love because of the addition of the tart cherry, which is a very, very potent anti-inflammatory, on par, published data on par with non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. But it's not going to tear up your stomach and have maybe some of the other untoward effects that less natural substances can have. The Sport is also NSF certified for sport. So if you're an athlete that gets drug tested, you can be sure that it's free of any toxins or any testable substances, and the facility is NSF certified as well. The skin is great because especially I think for our younger age groups that may not have appreciated any joint discomfort, the skin targets skin directly and has special additives that augment the Biocell's improvement of your wrinkles and skin tone and elasticity. And then the Pure I love is I'm a low-carb, high-fat person. I'm a nutritional ketosis person, so I really watch carbohydrate intake, and the Pure is pure. And also for people that might have an inability to process sugars, right? 2 out of 3 people is pre-diabetic in this country. And people that can't have sugars or may have an allergy to some of the fruits or other additives in the product, that's a great alternative. So I really take all of them. I mostly take Pure. Sometimes I have a little, make myself an ice pop with the Life or the Sport just for fun, you know. And then I drink a lot of the Sport when I am treating harder and I need more of that anti-inflammatory benefit.
Well, they said I'm in an aesthetic practice, so I really am enamored with the fact that it's going to help plump up your skin and make it look better. The pictures that you see on the website aren't magic. I mean, it's really because of the effect that the hyaluronic acid absorbs the water. But a lot of my patients, I'll give you a couple anecdotal stories. I have a friend, I got her mother started on it, and she goes, yeah, my mom can sleep at night now that she's on the Life. And so it's probably jujube, which is a relaxation. She goes, no, her foot doesn't hurt anymore. And she was gonna sell her house, but now she can walk up and down the stairs. I have another patient that I started that all my athletes, you know, golfers, equestrians, bike riders, everything, have really sun-damaged skin. So I had this patient that kind of looked like a wrinkly prince, so I thought it'd be a good idea to get her started on Life. And so she came in, and she's a golfer. She's always wearing her golf gloves. She came in and she didn't wear a golf glove anymore because her wrist doesn't hurt. But then she had some gum surgery called pinhole technique, where they lower the gums. And the oral surgeon commented that he thought that she healed up much faster than a lot of patients didn't know that she was on Biocell. So there's a lot of other anecdotal things that my patients resonate with. And so, like I said, everybody after surgery, I put them on it, and most of my things really enjoy it.
So we all know that liquid Biocell for pets is not a drug, it's a nutraceutical. So that means that it doesn't have any bad effects to your liver or kidney, as do the NSAIDs. So these pets that need an anti-inflammatory to help with their joints and their skin don't really need to have a blood test that might be required when you're using other drugs for those conditions. So that's excellent, because each one of you can actually talk about it to your friends who have pets who might need this. It doesn't have to go through a doctor's office. It doesn't need a prescription. The 2 ingredients, the hyaluronic acid and collagen, work the same way in pets as it does in people. So it has its anti-inflammatory action, but the HA, the hyaluronic acid, is what lubricates the joints. And we need that. As the patient gets older, as the pets get older, as we get older, we don't produce enough of the HA to help with our joints. And so that cushion that lies within your joints and within the bursa of your knee and your elbow, etc., starts to decrease. And when it does, the 2 bones that's help preventing coming together starts to come together, because that cushion is decreasing. And so when bone rubs against bone, it hurts. And when bone rubs against bone, it causes some tremendous degenerative changes in the joint. So in my practice, I see so many of these patients who come in and if they're lame or they hurt themselves, I will put them right on the liquid Biocell. And the first thing that that people notice about their pets is that their skin starts to look better. Well, that's really true. The skin starts to become more hydrated, the coat is more shiny, they shed less. I don't know if it works for men, but they shed less and they look better, but then they start to actually walk better. I had a woman who had a cat the cat ruptured its ACL, and to avoid surgery, we put the cat on the liquid Biocell. And a month later, when she came in, she said, I couldn't find my cat. I couldn't find my cat. She looked all over the house, and she looked behind the washer and the dryer, or in the bedroom and under the bed. And to her surprise, the cat was on top of the refrigerator. And she said, oh my God, this must be the liquid Biocell that allowed this cat to jump. And so I get this feedback from people in my office. They come in and they're just so happy that they have the stuff. They call it the stuff. The stuff is great. So we have stuffed Biocell for pets. It's been really rewarding for me to make pets feel better with less discomfort and to look great. We are in the Beverly Hills of Orange County. We have to look great.
Let me go back to the basics. All of the collagen products have a combination of highly bioavailable collagen and hyaluronic acid. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the body and stronger than steel. So if you think about it, we're starting to age from the moment we're born, and we're starting to break down things faster than we can make them up. From about the age of 5, you start to lose hyaluronic acid in the body, and from about the age of 30 or so, the collagen starts to fall off. So when we're drinking in the most absorbable collagen and hyaluronic acid in the world, which is patented and belongs only to us, then we're slowing the aging process down. Your body is taking up just what it needs in the right proportions to the joints and the skin to slow the aging process. It not only gives you the building blocks, it slows the enzymes that are breaking down the collagen and hyaluronic acid in the cells as it is, and it stimulates your cells to make more on their own, so your body can naturally make more collagen and hyaluronic acid. I have my patients come in, and the first thing I do is sit down and listen to what they have to say. And all of you in this room can use the same technique. When you're listening to what people are saying, they can tell you everything that they need. Many times people are hurting in many ways that wouldn't come out if you're not listening to what they're saying. When you hear their story, then you can offer more easily, try this product. I myself use it. My family members use it. I have great faith and confidence in it because I've seen the results, not only in controlled, randomized studies for me as a scientist, as well as personally in my life and in my practice. That's a great way to open the door to give them something that is one of a kind in the world. Over the 7 years I've been with this business, you didn't really know much about collagen and hyaluronic acid then. Look at all the copycats that are on the market now. Whenever anyone puts something out, it's our studies that they're using because they're already out in PubMed. We have the data and we have the product. So if you keep that in mind, that you have a one-of-a-kind, unique, made in the United States, highly absorbable product, then it's going to be able to share with people more readily.
Just to follow up on what Lisa said, the liquid Biocell is a naturally occurring matrix. This isn't something that's blended where they put a little bit of hyaluronic acid, chondroitin, sulfate, and collagen. It's naturally occurring, so it's more recognized by self, and so the absorption is better. There's knockoff companies that are just putting mixtures together, so it's not the same product.
Yes, that was a beautiful explanation, and you would be surprised, however, that what I say to people about how do I share this product, I don't give them a biochemistry lesson. All of this we're telling you is so you have confidence in the product and know that the science is there. But if you listen to people, as Dr. Lisa suggested, what they'll tell you is why they want to feel better. You know, and so what I tell people is, they say, what is it? I said, that's the fountain of youth. There's a younger you inside that bottle. Because they don't want to hear, you know, most people don't want to hear about collagen, hyaluronic acid, molecular weight, and everything. It just puts me to sleep, puts them to sleep. But it's what that will mean for them. Because what we're doing is creating the same milieu in your body that you had years ago. And, you know, people and my friends will say to me, say, why don't you do triathlon with me? Oh, I can't run anymore because of my knees. I wish I could run. I said, but you can. You know, I wish I could do it, but you can't. Aging is really a fallacy. And it's a fallacy that gets us into a position to feel like we need procedures and we need pharmaceuticals. But what we have, if you give your body back what it used to have, what you're using up, what you're naturally using, then it thrives. I mean, you are all Olympic athletes at the cellular level. Think about a nursery in a hospital. All of those babies, we all have the same proteins, we have the same cells, we have the same mitochondria, the same cellular mechanisms, and yet here you are, as I was, believing that we are going to get older. Time is passing, but we have the opportunity. It's like a car, right? What happens if you have a Maserati, and that's how you have to think of your body. You're not going to go put leaded gas in the Maserati. So it's what you put in your mouth, and this is what you have to put in your mouth. Give it back to your body. It's like giving your body a gift every day. So listen to what people say, because what they want is what we have, and that's what you just have to communicate.
Mm-hmm.